Hello boys and girls, my name is Jay and I will be your host for this video. Today I am going to be taking my Poecilotheria Metallica out, handling it. I've been keeping spiders for 8 months now. Started out with pokies pretty much, and some other spiders, another old world and a new world. Before that, I've kept venomous snakes for decades, on and off. That's pretty much about it for me. People say you shouldn't handle Poecilotheria at all. Other people say you shouldn't handle tarantulas at all. I don't buy into any of that bullshit. I've kind of forged my own way in the past 8 months, I guess. I don't know. Maybe sounds a little egotistical or cocky or whatever, but this spider has definitely come a long way in the past 8 months that I've had it. I've come a long way with it. Just learning about it and everything through handling it. Everybody, obviously, I mean, yeah, they are. I'm not questioning the potency of their venom or anything like that. Venom affects everybody differently if you take a bite. That's a fact. It's nothing I made up or anything like that. That is a cold hard fact. I've never been bitten. I hope never to be. Obviously, handling is risky, and you always risk taking a bite. You'll probably see me do some things in this video with this spider that I wouldn't recommend. It's just the level of comfort that I've gotten with this animal. And that's why I'm doing it. Just to show that they aren't, as people that don't know, that don't handle them, haven't worked with them or whatever, refuse to handle them, to show that they're just saying this stuff going off of stuff that they've heard. In my time, and I have other friends that keep tarantulas and stuff like that, that handle them, that have been doing it for over 20 years. Yeah, they've taken a bite. There were certain circumstances. I'm not going to get into that. The spider didn't just go and bite them, though. It was a spider that I personally handled right here in this room. It was shipped to my house. I thought the spider, when it was shipped here, I rehoused it and everything. I personally handled it. It was a really calm spider. It was a Poecilotheria. It was rufilata. I didn't have any problem with the spider whatsoever. Everything went well with it while it was in my possession. So, yeah, without further ado, let me get my Metallica out here and have a little fun. Now, as you can see, she is right on the side of the container there. I normally don't just reach in and touch them, mostly because of a feeding response, not because of them being defensive or anything like that. And that's one of the things that I have noticed in my 8 months of keeping and through a lot of handling. People say spiders they're defensive and blah, 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 blah. And a lot of it is a feeding response. I have new worlds I will not do this with, that I will just reach in and touch them, because they will turn around and they will go for you and they will bite you because they think you're food. I can handle them with no problem, and I have, and I've never been bitten by them. They don't even really kick hair much anymore because they're used to being handled. But I know their feeding response. I know this spider's feeding response. And that is why I am willing to just reach in and touch it to get it to come out. Now, Normally I can move its container, it won't move. I can take the lid off, blah, 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 blah. I did a little pre-staging here. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to bullshit. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Like I said, I pulled its container down off the shelf and the spider did move to the bottom. I got it back up here to the side before I started the video. So I did kind of work with it a little bit today, and it's already been touched, so it knows I'm going to touch it. But like I said, I would do it this way even if I didn't touch this spider yet. It's just me. I'm not telling you to do it, and I wouldn't recommend you do it. But like I said, it's just for demonstration purposes. So here we go. She's being goofy today. Or he. And there she is. Or he. Is one of my favorite spiders in my collection. Look at that thing. This spider used to be really, really just skitsy. Hated it. As soon as it would touch my skin, it would bug out, run back in its container and everything. I handle this spider 2 or 3 times a week, so it's used to me now. Hate to say it, but I've already fallen asleep with it on me after I come home from work and everything like that. I wound up with it crawling on my face. I probably had it out for over an hour. Usually really chill spider, and of course now that I want to make a video to show how chill it is, it's kind of being a little goofy tonight, but oh no, not too bad. I've noticed sometimes with just the way the weather is outside, they'll act a little off from what they usually are or whatever. You know, they're like a person. They got their own personalities and moods and everything like that. But this one isn't bad. She just won't sit there. It's already assumed that common pokey position where it just sits there. When I said pokey, I blew on her a little bit and she freaked out a little bit, but like I said, this one doesn't really bolt on me anymore or anything like that. I've already had this spider run up my arm, onto my back and everything like that, and yeah, we don't have none of that anymore. And actually, if I cup my hand like this, like a tree, usually it'll go up in my palm and just relax in there. There you have it. This was one of the things in my handling journey that I found out. Pretty much it works with all the spiders. They feel safe in there. They just go up there and hang out. And that's one of the things that helped to calm my spiders down a lot. And I've noticed it with all of them. I have over 80 tarantulas in my collection. And I've handled all of them pretty much. I have some smaller ones that I haven't yet, just because of their size, but for the most part I've handled almost every tarantula in my collection, and I cut my hand for all of them, you know, if they're nervous or whatever, and as soon as they get in there and they just automatically go to ease. You can see it in them. Cool animals though, definitely amazing. Just hanging out there. This is my stress relief when I come home from work at night. Take a shower and take out a tarantula and hang out with them for a little while. These spiders get such a bad rap from people though, and it's ridiculous. I have new worlds that don't act like this. You can see it sometimes, like when they get on my arm up here and stuff, my longer hair, they walk funnier. They pick up their legs more and stuff like that. Really in tune with their environment. And that's why I said I've come a long way. Yeah, when I first started handling this spider and everything, I used to be pretty nervous and stuff like that. But not being calm, that's what'll get you bit. These things are like dogs. They can sense it. When you're calm, they're calm. And I think, honestly, I think that's a big contributing factor of why I haven't been bitten by one yet. Because they sense it and they know I'm not going to hurt them. Like I said, this spider, I've already pulled its container down. It's been up at the top. I've taken the lid off and it sat there like it was waiting to come out. Reached in, touched it, came right up to the top, walked right out on my hand. Now, if I let it go, it'll just sit there until it wants to move again. If that's 2 hours, it'll sit there for 2 hours. It won't move. I can move my arm around. Doesn't matter. No, there it moved a little bit, but didn't bug out or anything, you know? Now, I will say this one, when I feed it, it doesn't have a feeding response like some of my other spiders. It won't go and attack food right away. Like I can drop a cricket on it, it'll actually turn around and run from it. I've tried tongue feeding it dubias and everything, and it won't take them. My Vitata, on the other hand, that thing, I touch a back leg, it turns around and it starts feeling for it if it wants it. You know, I can literally feed that spider out of my hand. That's how calm it is. Like when it feeds and everything, it doesn't have some like wild attack response where my geniculata, forget it. I drop food in front of that thing and it attacks it and grabs it before you can even think about it. That spider has the food already. And that's why I was willing to reach in, like I said, and go to pick this one up right away, because I know its feeding response as compared to some of my others. But that's it. So on that note, I'm going to end this video. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, whatever it is, and see you on the next one.